Hey everybody, you know what? Let's make some dessert. Let's make a quick dessert. Let's get to work. And welcome back everybody, welcome back. Happy holidays to everyone. Hope you're having a great one. Go Army as I record this. U.S. Army West Point Black Knights just defeated the midshipmen of Annapolis as it was proper to do so. So congratulations Army Black Knights. Good job. Way to go. Played it over there at your home field, so you know they're going to start crying about a home field advantage and all that. But hey, you still did it. It was a foggy game. Those of you that saw that, it was foggy. It was awesome. But you know that at that point, you knew Army was going to win. Alrighty, so what are we doing today? We're doing a dessert. And this dessert, it's going to be a quick one. It's called mini fruit pies. Mini fruit pies. And it takes what, basically it takes 2 ingredients. 1, 2, 3 utensils and an oven. Minimum of 2 ingredients. What are those ingredients? Well, already pre-made pie crust. Now you can go ahead and make your own pie crust. That's up to you. But why? They sell it at the store. People stay up nights making pie crust, so you can go buy it at the grocery store. And some pie filling. And in this case, cherry pie, strawberry pie, apple pie, or you can do a combination. Berries, the blueberry pie, I think they also make the blueberry filling. Any combination, you can do 2 or 3. We're going to do 2 different ones today. We're going to do some strawberries and some apple pie filling and cherry if we get around to it. But again, that's all you need. Now for the utensils, where you're going to need a glass. You're going to need one of these spring-form pans. It's like little... There we go. But we're not going to make that much of a noise when we're actually cooking it, because what we're going to do is that, there we go. We got a spring-form pan. And for the leftovers, we're going to use some rolling pin to roll it all back out again. So let's get started. All right, so let's get started. We got to roll out the, we're going to take out the pie crust dough here, the pastry dough. And, don't worry if it's still cold. You're going to need to let it, warm up, I guess. Because keep refrigerated until you're ready to use. And we're going to end up using both of these, okay? So there we are, open it up, and then we're going to head on over here to camera 2, where we're going to unroll the pie crust. Now it's already flattened, so we don't need to worry about that. But once we put the, see, there it is. Oh, and I use a sheet of parchment paper, and that helps. Or you can dust the countertop here with some flour, and then you can go ahead and put it out there. Otherwise, if it gets too warm, it's going to start sticking. The liquid will start. It'll start to stick. It'll start warming up. So let's get to this. And all we do is we get our glass, not a big pint glass. No, nothing like that. Not a martini glass, not a wine goblet, nothing like that. Just a regular. This looks like one of those old Smucker's jelly glasses, So, and all we just do is we're going to go down here to camera 1. Let's get the rolling pin out of the way, or camera 2, and we just do that. And there it is. We just pop it out, and we just set it aside. And we do that all the way around. If it comes up, excellent. If it doesn't come up, well, you'll get the opportunity here in a bit. Yeah, there it goes. And we're going to go all the way around. All right, so there it is. Punched out all the holes out of that dough. Go ahead and back here on camera 2. Just mash it, form it all back together again. Not too much. It will get, it will start to get sticky on you. The liquid, the butter, or whatever they use, or whatever. But now here's where the rolling pin comes in, and we start rolling this out again. About the same thickness as the other, as the original, and you might be able to get about 3 or 4 out of there. This is where that flour comes in handy, but quantity. Now don't worry about those medallions you just cut out. Whoa, worry about this sticking to the rolling pin. I think we might need a little bit more. There we go, and we'll use the glass again to cut out those additional pieces. And at some point you're going to get down to where you cannot roll out anymore. There's just not enough to make another medallion. That's fine. Yeah, it's still a little thick. Wait till the second one and then bunch it up. Alrighty, now while we're doing this, while we're getting this part all taken care of, go ahead and start preheating your oven to 425. That is if you use the Pillsbury Pie Crust 2 crust package. 425, that's what we're going to heat it. So it's going to take some time to get to temperature. So let's go ahead and fire that up. Now, if you're using a timed oven or air fryer, that kind of device, you know, the stovetop small little portable ovens or small looking ovens, I don't know what they're called. Anyway, and they're set on a timer. So set that timer. You're going to need about 30 to 40 minutes, depending on how hot it itself and how well it retains the heat. 30, 40 minutes. So I'd go ahead and pump that thing up to set the timer for an hour, because it's also going to be building up that temperature. All right, we'll be right back. Cut out the medallions. Now we're going to start doing our mini pies. It's real simple. Get your fruit. In this case, we got some strawberries here, and get yourself one of these little medallions. And let's see if I can find a way to put everything in the same frame. I don't want this to fall. So there we go. So you get yourself one of the fruits, one of the berries in this case, right in the center. Just drop it in there. And then you're going to do kind of like a little wonton thing, but you're going to keep it open. Going to bring up the two ends, keep the inside open, and then up against the wall there in your springform pan. And this one just needs to be flattened just a bit, but there we go. Now be careful, not too much. What you want to do is you just want to get it where it fills in, and just start laying it in between. And there we go, just like that. And you start creating a little lattice pattern inside where it kind of interlocks. It helps keep it together, and it helps keep it standing up too. All right, let's get another one going here. There we go. Oh no, careful now. It does fall. Just pick it right back up and eat. All right, let's do the next one here. Now, if you're using the apple pie filling, that's fine. That's fine. Just know that it's going to be a little long, so you might need to cut them. You might need to cut them as you pull them out. So say just kind of, that one's still a little long, but there we go. And use this jelly there a little sparingly, because there is plenty of liquid still in the apple, so it will come out. And however you want to do it, alternate or whatever, just go from there. All right, so let me go ahead and continue getting this all under control, and then we'll take it in the oven about 30 minutes, 425, and it'll be ready. Then we'll let it cool. We have to let it cool. Then there you go. Quick, easy dessert, something to take over to family, friends. If you're doing that gathering and you're not paying attention to or you're under the 10 number of people limit, then by all means get that taken care of. But you've got something there. Or you're just doing that distribution where everybody brings something and then you distribute and go home. Well, guess what? Here's your contribution. Real quick, real easy. We'll be right back. There it is, camera 2. There it is. I know it's little space, but again, it just depends on the size of the glass you're using to cut this with. You might use a slightly smaller glass, but you saw as I was filling them, you got to adjust for the size of the fruit. So if you're using blueberries, and obviously it's a smaller fruit, you can use the smaller diameter glass to cut with. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and pop it into our oven, 425 degrees for about 30 minutes. I did this right before Thanksgiving, and I kind of watched it as we went along. But just keep an eye on it. You want the crust, you want the dough to look just kind of like pie. Don't worry about the filling, because it's an open face filling, so it's going to bubble up. It's going to get really sticky. It might even start to harden, but that's because of the heat. It's an uncovered pie. So, and you'll see once we get done, we'll be able to pull these apart. It's going to be fantastic. But while we're getting this taken care of, I want to thank everybody for watching. Again, sticking around on Facebook, facebook.com thisvetcooks, on Twitter at thisvetcooks, and on Instagram. Thank you again, everybody that follows on Instagram, instagram.com/thisvetcooks. I do appreciate it. And also, before, I didn't mention it last time, but every time I do want to mention it, and it's important. It's important to you. It's important to me because, hey, I wouldn't be doing this. But again, reach out. If you need to reach out, call that Veterans Crisis Line, 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 for veterans. Press that 1 for veterans, and make the call. Make the call. If you need to, by all means, make the call. There's nothing wrong with making the call. So again, let's get to work. Let's do what we need to do. Let's get this thing in the oven so I can show you what it looks like on the other end. All right, there it is on camera 2. That is that's right, mini fruit pies. Mini fruit pies. Again, real simple. You see the layout. Didn't take anything. A couple of extra minutes just to lay it all out. But you got to have that springform pan, because you need that wall to hold it up at the end when you start it. And once you get that, you pop that springform pan off, and there you go. Typically, you're going to use that springform pan for, like, what's that called? Cheesecake or angel food cake. You got that center bunt thing, the little cone in the middle. But in this case, it's just like that. And let's go over here to camera 2. Let's go ahead and pull an apple one out. I mean, that's all there is to it. Careful, it may stick, but it's all together. That's fantastic. It's good, it's quick, it's easy. You'll be the hit of the party. It's like, did you see the dessert Dave brought? It was fantastic. And it's tasty, and because it doesn't lock you into one pie, it lets you go ahead and do multiple pies. Well, listen. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. We'll talk again soon. But if we don't, have a Merry Christmas. I'm Dave Guerra, and This Vet Cooks.